So I'm starting a new feature called Partisan Watch. It'll review news channels on both sides of the spectrum. They feature partisan hatred, which distorts the issues like a broken lens. The public are vulnerable to them for a very important reason. As a rule, the masses are hairless chimps one step away from ripping each other's arms off. For many people, it's a very short step indeed. The rest compensate by screwing each other over in the market, voting for heartless policy, and listening to partisan broadcasts spitting hatred at others. All of this is to say that the tribalist gene is front and center in the human animal. The broadcasts are toxic for several reasons. First, they set the public at each other's throats. That generates strong emotions, especially anger and hatred, which distort logic. And they legitimize extremes on both sides. They defend their tribe reflexively, no matter how insane the demand. They feature the two-dimensional view, in which we are always perfect and everything wrong in the world is the fault of the assholes across the street. Also, partisans leave out selected items. All three tactics are oversimplifications that paralyze the body politic, but we will fill in the blanks. It's a massive, convoluted maze covering the entire media. Thousands of corporate spokesmen are paid big money to generate partisan hatred, and thousands of dingbats provocateurs on the internet perform the service free of charge. We'll be looking at the whole mob with stone-cold, unforgiving logic. The game should be fun because it's always entertaining to point out the faults of others. Ironically, we'll be using the same hypercritical approach on the ideologues. For those mature enough not to get all emotional, it's also a joy to see the world as it actually is, as opposed to the fictional version of spin doctors. And the propaganda machine, in all of its cunning, ruthlessness, and depravity, is fascinating to behold. We'll see the strengths and weaknesses of both parties, as well as a policy agenda to address real problems. Most importantly, we'll confront the flood of toxic, hyperpartisan bullshit that's poisoning society.